Thank you so much.
No. Didn't see nothing. Nope. Nope, that's good.
No citizens? Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes from the previous meeting?
I make a motion that we accept the Wednesday.
A second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Correspondence. Got a letter from the Division of Highways asking about several streets in town. It says annually, the West Virginia Division of Highways is responsible for compiling and submitting the state's certified mileage, which includes non-state municipal mileage, to the Federal Highway Administration. The WVDOH places high importance on accurate federal reporting. We ask for your assistance validating the location, length, and proper ownership of routes reported to FHWA in your municipality. Please review the packet of information following the enclosed instruction sheet to complete and submit the accurate 2019 municipal mileage report. In order to meet our federal filing deadline, return via email through standard mail by March 31st. And there's several questioning on here. On somebody's map, Library Street is called Liberty Street, which we will correct and put it back to Library Street. They want to know where the split is on East and West Hampshire and Harrison Street. And it says the pink routes they're asking for needs to be named or corrected, and if it is owned by the city. And like I said, the only three they're questioning actually is Library Street, Kenny Street, and they got Dundee on here. They need to know how long Dundee Street is, and they want to know where the split is on between East and West Hampshire, Harrison, and Fairview Street. So we can get with the guys. You can get with the guys one day for that. And this is a reminder letter about the budget. We have to work on that. We got between March 7th and March 28th to submit it. So we're going to have to get together and pick a day to sit down. But we haven't got the, what is it called? All the figures from the county commission yet. As soon as they come in, we can set a date for that. But it has to be submitted by March 28th, and the day of the levy is April 21st. So as soon as we get the figures from the county commission, we can pick a date. So that should be coming at any time. And from Pam Keplinger, attached is a copy of the pay request for tomorrow's meeting. Please print out one complete copy for yourself to keep for your files. Once the council has approved it, please email me the resolution only back. I have copies of everything else. As soon as I get the copy, it's a drawdown for the IJDC of the excess money for the equipment. There's the equipment list. They went through and verified that everything that they ordered did come. So we just got to verify that we received everything, and she will send the money to the IJDC.
All right, I'll get with Rick on that. And
well, like I said, there was a total of $109,933.06. You got to have a motion that we pay the drawdown on that. I guess we can wait for that down there since that's a water charge. And To the mayor and city council, I, Ernest Kraus, after thinking things through, have come to the hard decision to tender my resignation. This will start 2/12/20 and become final on 3/13/20. That is 30 days. Sincerely, Ernest Kraus, city foreman. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else have any correspondence? Officers report? Susan?
I've been working with Catherine from the Development Law Clinic. I'm trying to get some paperwork sent in so they can start helping us with our housing ordinance. Haven't heard anything from her this week though.
Development law, what?
Clinic.
Rick?
Well, I'm not really too sure what all has been going on. I didn't get a chance to see her before he left today. I'll have to get with Rick and them, but I know they did some work up the street or on the sewer lines there at Carrots there. They're having a problem.
I just left them. There is actually a rock in the line. That's what they put the camera in. They couldn't figure out what they was thinking. Maybe the line was crushed. I just left up there, and they're not sure if it's a rock or a piece of asphalt, but the camera shows, and has been the problem. We don't know if it came from when they put the handicap things in or what, but I mean, it's just obstructing. There's an area that they're trying right now to get beyond it, to drag it out.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing now.
Right, well, I know, I was talking to them the other day when they was working with.
They were up there 3 days last week
Yeah.
because it was affecting Ducky's and Tri-Town's Electric.
Yeah, so, but other than that, I'm not too sure, other than, we have been receiving some, of the equipment, apparently we have it all.
Everything's in, but
That's what I was gonna
They
talk with
mentioned
Ernie
that.
about, but,
some kind of trailer hasn't come yet.
yeah, the, back trailer.
That's the only thing that's
Yeah.
not in yet, is what they told me.
Okay. All right, well, then I'll have to get with Rick and Tia and then find out what all they've done, but other than that, that's all I have.
Do you know if they finished up at 121 West Hampshire?
No, like I said, I haven't talked with Ernie, and I guess I'm not gonna get a chance to, so I'll be talking with Rick or Eric to find out exactly what they've done so far.
Okay.
I know they were supposed to be up there Friday, and I don't know if they made it up there Friday or not. So, I don't know how or why they're having a problem up there. It has to be, the gas company had to crush the line or something out
What are you
there.
talking about, Hampshire?
Yeah, because we just put a whole new line all up through there, all the way into the main sewer at the bottom of the driveway. And there's no way, unless there's something inside that sewer pipe that's causing this problem. And if there's something inside that sewer pipe, it had to be somehow putting in from the house or outside of the clean out or something. Because that's all new pipe. We just put that in 3 years ago. 4 years ago, we spent 2 weeks up there on that sewer line. And it goes all the way from the yellow house there at the fence, because Tichenow's already has his in. And it runs from that yellow house all the way down through Toby's driveway, down into the road, right about that far from his driveway is the main sewer line, and it's all terracotta, and that's where the gas company was digging and driving their equipment. So if there's a problem, I'd have to say it's there.
Like I said, they had the camera up there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, they ran it like, it was between 8 to 10 feet, and you can see, I even brought Karen from Tri-Town's Electric down to look.
Well, good,
That's,
because that's,
I mean,
like I
there
said,
is a big obstruction. It's just a
right, well,
rock.
that problem's,
And that's what they're trying,
but
they got some kind of hook trying to pull it out
I
right
don't know
now.
if they, I don't know if they've been up there yet, because I know they've been down here for the last 3
Well, if they take
days.
that camera up, I'm pretty impressed with that. Look good to
Well, good. So I guess we'll be up there as soon as I get done here. I'll go down and check with them, find out if they've been up there yet.
Okay.
I figured they must have been there too.
I know they were up there yesterday. Phil, isn't that where they were yesterday?
Yeah, and the day
Okay,
before.
okay, all right. Well, I'll get with her and find out. Ernie usually calls me, but I haven't talked to him since Friday, I think.
Okay. All right, Paul?
Yeah. I'll pass these out. This is for you guys to look at. It's accounts payable. And this is a list of all the checks that we've spent. I'll start that over here with you, Rick. You can look at that. And I want to give the balances. This is what we currently have in the general fund right now, $32.53. And in the water fund, $29.98. And in our sewer fund, $52.12. Questions? I'll give you a chance to look. Susie, you can look at those.
I just saw Potomac Edison on here. I don't know if I said it at the last meeting, but that street light in front of Ducky's is finally fixed. If you notice that. There is light on Ashfield Street now.
And while it's my turn, I want to bring up something else, if it's okay, Paul.
Consider that.
About sidewalks. Or I can talk about it later, it doesn't matter. I will bring it up. I'm still concerned about trash on our sidewalks. We have a city ordinance here that these sidewalks are supposed to be clear. And it just needs to get out to the city, the members of the city, that you can't obstruct the sidewalks. It's not a place for, it's not a dump, it's not a junkyard. And all these appliances and all these, all the junk that's on there. We have an ordinance against that, and I think we need to enforce this ordinance. If the fine is too small, we need to look at it, we need to increase the fine. I mean, but first give people warning, give you a chance to clean it
How
up.
about if I put it in the newsletter?
Whatever it takes, you know, yeah,
Then everybody will have a copy of it.
everybody, whatever it's gonna take to make everybody aware. You cannot, you know, we've been putting up with this and letting this go on, maybe not letting it go on, but it has been going on for too long. And the town looks like I don't know what. With refrigerators, and with, you see it, everybody sees it, and we need to put a stop to it. So, you know, I say we follow the ordinance, you know, which, you know, we have a junkyard ordinance, we have a street ordinance, and we follow those things. If the fine's, again, too low, we increase the fine. That's all I got.
Okay, now we'll down to the water sewer, I'll go to the resolution. It's a resolution of the City of Piedmont approving invoices relating to construction and other services for the City of Piedmont Pearl Street Sewer Improvement Project and authorizing payment thereof. Whereas the City of Piedmont has reviewed the invoices attached hereto and incorporated reference relation to the construction of the City of Piedmont Pearl Street Sewer Improvement Project funded by the West Virginia IJDC and finds as follows. None of the items for which payment is proposed to be made has formed the basis for any disbursement thereof, therefore made, that each item for which the payment is proposed to be paid is or was necessary in connection with the project and constitutes a cost of the project, that each of such costs has been otherwise properly incurred, and that the payment for each item proposed is due and owing.
I'll make a motion to pay the $110,933.06 for the resolution.
I second
All in favor?
Right.
Opposed? Motion carried. Agenda. There it is. Okay, would you like to step up and go first so you don't have to stay for the rest?
it. Yeah, that'd be great.
Potomac Valley Transit Authority.
Potomac Valley Transit. Actually, I'll just kind of scoot my chair.
I'm gonna hand out your goodies while he's
All right,
talking,
well,
alright?
my name is Doug Pixler. I'm the general manager of Potomac Valley Transit.
What's
And
your
this is
last name?
Pixler, P-I-X-L-E-R. And then this is Suzanne Park. She is she's our marketing, advertising, and communications director. So we just wanted to come and just, number one, introduce ourselves to you. So I've been with Potomac Valley since April of last year. So I've been there, what, 8, 9 months now, something like that. So I've been in the transit realm for a long time. So I was the director at Eastern Panhandle Transit in Martinsburg. So I had Berkeley and Jefferson County before I came up here. So when Jay, I don't know if you guys, did you have the pleasure of meeting Jay Carter before, the transit manager there?
Mm-hmm.
He'd been there like, how many years was he? 42 years, I think.
Really?
It was. Yeah. So when he retired, this job opened up, then I decided to just make the move up here. I like the country. So back there, in Martinsburg and Jefferson County, it was very rural. I mean, excuse me, it's very urban, where this is very rural. So I went ahead and made the change. So it's been quite the change too. So I've been in transit for a long time. Suzanne has actually been in transit longer than I have. She's been around doing this kind of stuff for years and years and years. So we brought her in July as our communications person. But the reason why we're here is the Piedmont. I know you guys are aware that we come in here Monday through Friday every day, and we're in here quite often. And of course, our morning routes, we're taking people into Kaiser for workshops or work or whatever it might be. And then of course, we're in here several times, like 3 other times during the middle of the day. And then we're in here in the evenings bringing people back in. So one of the things we started back in October was a Ready Ride service over in Kaiser. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but we had a loop that was just going around Kaiser all day long and fixed stop and fixed points. So we turned that into a Ready Ride service, which is an on-call, on-demand service. And so, and it's just exploded. It's a huge service. We knew it would be. So people can actually just call the day of and just and the bus will actually come to them, pick them up, take them where they want to go, rather than have a fixed loop. So so we started thinking about that with Piedmont. And so what we're going to do starting March, the 1st of March, I want to let you guys know. 2nd of March, I'm sorry. Thank you. So the 2nd of March.
That's the Monday.
That's the Monday. Is we're going to we're going to continue our morning route coming in here and our late afternoon route. But then during the middle of the day, we're going to open that up for a Ready Ride service. So, and they will take them from Piedmont into Kaiser or wherever they need to go.
Because I was getting ready to ask you, because I have Garrett Weimer, the autistic boy.
Yeah.
He comes to the library twice a week.
Yeah.
Is that still going to be?
Still going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. We didn't want to limit anything we're already doing.
Right.
But this
okay.
just will enhance the service that
Yeah.
we have.
Oh, it sounds good. I just.
So, and,
I know he comes up here twice a week.
Yeah, and then the cost of it is $1.50 to So when you get on the bus, it's $1.50, and so it really works out well.
So somebody from Piedmont can call and you will come up here and get them?
Absolutely. So.
And what we did, I'm jumping
Go
in
ahead,
here.
go ahead.
And I hate talking to the back of people, so I'm going over here. I'm going to lean on your desk. What we did when we went into Kaiser was we talked to some folks, and they said, well, it's long distance to call Petersburg. So we actually set up a 788 exchange number. So it's not a long distance number. So that is also included in your packet with an outline of a little bit about what we do and also Ready Ride. And you guys, it's made such a huge difference already in the lives of people who are using it. And what you need to understand, I'm sorry, I'm just stepping on your toes.
You go right
But that's what I do. He hired me to talk, so I love getting paid to talk. what this does is, this is not, what you need to understand is this is not just for the elderly, which was a huge misconception. And so this picture is in your packet, and I want to talk to you a little bit about this lady right here in the center. I was in Kaiser for meetings not too long ago, and I got on the Ready Ride bus, and we got a call and said pick up at McDonald's in Kaiser, and so there was somebody waiting inside when we got there, and so out comes this mom with a stroller, a double stroller, a toddler in the front and a baby on top, and so she got on the bus, and I said, how do you like Ready Ride? And she said, I just thought it was for old people. So she and her mother live together. They do not have a vehicle. She thought that after she had children, she would not be able to go back to work because she was living past the high rise in Kaiser. She was walking to Ponderosa to go to work. You guys know where Ponderosa is up by. So she was walking to go to work, and she said she did not think she'd be able to go back to work. But this service is provided from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. So she said, she can actually now get to work, and she understands the benefits of this. We also have a shut-in lady. That's Doug's favorite story, so I'll let you do that story.
No, I mean, I just shared this story with somebody down in DC yesterday, but when we first started the Ready Ride service, there was a lady that called. She actually was one of our first riders. And so the bus pulled up to her house, and this was in Kaiser, picked her up. She's in a wheelchair. So she gets on the bus, and the driver is just her and the driver on the bus, and all of a sudden she just starts bawling. So he's putting the securements on and seatbelt in. She just starts bawling. She's crying. And Dave, who was our driver, he's awesome. He's very empathetic, and he's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" She said, "Well, she hasn't been able to be out of her house in years, independently. Now she's gone to doctor's appointments, but if she wants to go to Walmart, she hasn't been able to do that for years. So that's what this service allows them to do. So they're driving down. Actually, I talked to Dave yesterday. I got the story again from him. He said, "Yeah, I took her the long way. We went down by the river. We saw the leaves fall, and everything. She started bawling again. Because she hadn't been able to see that kind of stuff. The things that we take for granted.
Right.
That this service opens up.
Is it limited to mileage?
No.
How far you can take them?
Well, I mean, we'll stay within the parameters of the Kaiser and Piedmont area.
Gotcha.
But, within the city limits,
Yeah.
basically, is
There's a map in your bag of the Kaiser Ready Ride. Now,
Okay.
we're not going to make up one. Next time I run out of Kaiser, it'll be Kaiser Piedmont Ready Ride.
Okay.
So we'll be expanding that. But you'll see the Kaiser proper. We go all the way up to the DHHR in Kaiser, which is past Walmart,
Right.
up into Bayberry. I think there's an apartment complex
Yeah.
up there. We go down to Wayne's Meat Market. We go all the way down there. Carroll and Porter Streets down past Martin's. We go down there.
Okay.
Up in behind, up to State, anywhere we can get a bus in, we go. And there are places where people call and say, you can't get down the alley, I'll meet you at the end of the alley.
Yeah.
And we do that. It is $1.50 one way. So we pick you up here, you need to go to Walmart, get your groceries. I rode Moorfield Ready Ride one day, and there was a mom and a young, probably 10-year-old boy got on. And they literally unloaded 3 cartons of, carts of groceries onto the bus. And it was all sitting around their feet, and I said, wow. She's like, yeah, there's 10 people that live with us. She says, we have a family of 10. And so when we got to her apartment, these 2 little kids run out and everybody gets on the bus, and the kids get on the bus and they help carry all this stuff in. And she said, without this, I don't know how I would get to the store because we only have one vehicle. So, understand that you can, for $1.50, we can take you call us, we'll come pick you up. Now, it's not going to be instantaneous,
right.
but we'll come pick you up, we'll take you to Walmart. You do whatever you need to do there, you call us, we'll come pick you up there. You need to go to the bank, we'll drop you off there, you call us, we'll come pick you up and bring you back home. $1.50 each stop, $1.50 each time. So it's $1.50 one leg of the trip. But
Yeah,
still,
also this is a shared ride service. So if there's 5 people that call us when we're here, we're gonna go pick all 5 of those up and take them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just a one shot
Yeah,
deal.
right,
So
gotcha.
there's a shared ride service, and it works out really well. You know, and just real quick, we don't want to take up much of you guys' time. But, you know, this is actually our service now. So we serve all 5 counties up here in the Potomac Highlands.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know much about Potomac Valley Transit at all, but you know, the whole Potomac Highlands we service. So we service all these 5 counties up here. We actually have work routes that go from Romney, that come from Kaiser here, that go into Moorfield. We actually go into Winchester too. We take people to work in Winchester. We have huge work routes that go. So I don't know if you know that or not, but we're in a lot of places. We go as far as Harrisonburg, Virginia. So we have a lot of. We cover this. It's an expansive. We have the largest landmass in the state of West Virginia. All right, that Potomac Valley Transit covers. And that's a lot of miles. We go over 750,000 miles, 750,000 miles a year, almost 1 million miles a year in what we do. So we also do non-emergency medical that we come into Piedmont so for trips, so taking the doctor's appointments and all that, those kinds of things. So it's you know, this we are really excited about this opportunity of coming into Piedmont, because I'll be honest with you, the bus in the morning, usually we have several riders on the bus coming in the evening, but then in the middle of the day, it's just been nothing, stagnant.
And our
So
drivers,
this will open it up.
our drivers actually came to us and said, "Hey, you know, can we open Ready Ride up into Piedmont? There's people that, you know, need to go back and forth, and not just 2 times a day."
Yeah.
So they're so in tune to your community. You know, we're getting ready to open our a bus lot here. Right now we park at the school.
Yeah,
With the school buses, but we've actually we're partnering. We're moving up to Potomac Highlands Guild, right beside the sawmill in New Creek, and our bus lot's going to be up there. So, you know, your drivers live here locally, and they love your riders. So we're just excited to be able to expand. This is a quality of life issue, you guys. This just, even if you just want to go into downtown Kaiser for, you know, half an hour, go to lunch, you know, you can do that. If you have family in Kaiser that wants to come over here and can't get there because they don't have a vehicle, guess what? Pick up the phone, we'll come get you now. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Anyway, we just wanted to let you know what was going on, and just more than that, we just wanted to introduce ourselves to you. So,
Any questions? Oh, also, I brought, I'm sorry, I gotta do, excuse me, I'm sorry. I also brought for you one other thing, that we do meet with your groups and organizations, and so whether it's a community service organization, or whether it's, senior, we know the senior center, we do work with the senior center. We know that they don't have transportation, but we also provide rides for WIC and things like that. So what I'm giving you now are free passes for 1 ride on Ready Ride. So if you want to use it, if you know somebody that wants to use it, if you've got somebody that needs to get to, a mom that needs to get somewhere and she doesn't have the money, give her this. And we've given them to the health departments. We're working with them. Potomac Highlands Guild just bought $1,400 worth of these passes to give to their clients. They're also in our 5 counties, to give to their clients to be able to get for treatment and for the appointments that they need. So I'm giving you guys some. You don't have to buy them. I'm giving them to you. So
That's right.
Share them.
Yeah. Yeah, and just so you guys know, we are publicly funded. I mean, we get federal funds, we get state funds, and we also have contracts that help us. And of course, non-emergency medical transportation is our biggest thing to Medicaid. So that, we're here to serve, and that's what we intend to do. All right. Yeah. That's great. It's good to meet you guys.
Good to meet you.
Yeah. And any questions or anything, please feel free to call us anytime. Okay. Good to see you. All right. Good. All right.
Our business cards are in the bag, so if you need anything, you get. And this one right over here, she and I have become BFFs. So.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you came.
Thank you. Guys.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Good evening, or good afternoon.
The shock of the day.
Okay. So now, at the last meeting, I read the resignations of Dawn Beckner and Ben Smith, and now, I guess would be Ernie. I need a motion to accept their resignations.
Can we do Ernie since he's not on?
Oh, no, we can't do Ernie's because he's not on there. Okay, we'll do the ones for Dawn and Ben.
I make a motion, we, accept the resignations of Ben and Don. Smith and, Beckner.
No second?
But I know we have to do that.
We don't want to. Yeah.
No, we don't want to. I actually don't want to. I have a second, Phyllis.
I'll set it up.
All in
But I
favor?
know it if you want to. Okay.
Motion carries.
Make that appointment, huh?
And with the acceptance of the resignation, we now have to give notice of our intention to fill the vacancy at our next regular meeting. So we will appoint somebody to fill their positions at the next regular meeting. That's with the code.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, water adjustments. I have them here, also in the town. We have a water adjustment from Rhonda Stout over at 41.5 Jones Street. She was unaware of a leak causing excessive usage, but leak has been repaired. Is there any monetary thing with that?
Carrie's gonna do the chart thing. I don't know, she's gonna work on that. She did say something, she needs adjustment.
I was here when that call came in and I went over and hers was in the wall on her daycare side. It wasn't a toilet or anything, it was a leak in the pipe in the wall.
Did she have L&M text or somebody where she has receipts or anything?
Yeah, she's supposed to bring her receipts into her house. And we'll table it for the next meeting, because Duck didn't come in today for his either, so. We'll table both of them until the next meeting, when she has her receipts and they have a monetary amount that we can vote on. Yeah, because that wasn't what this, gotta be able to know how much you're giving them.
We want to find out what the outcome is of the workout.
With Ducks.
Yeah. Because the learning after you tell me that they noticed a few new parts in the toilet and stuff, so I don't know about talking to you. So I'll get with Ernie, or get with Eric and see what the outcome, because I think Eric was with him when he went up there and did this.
And I forgot to read in correspondence, we got a letter from the Kaiser paper with a copy of the legal notice from Potomac, well, the Public Service Commission.
Yeah.
So the water rate increase has to go on hold till further notice. All right, we're down to Eric.
I make a motion to go into executive session. Nothing will be voted on, just discussed for personnel.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay, we're now going into executive session.
I'm gonna vote when you come out, or no vote at all.
Well, we might have to vote on something for Eric when we come back out.
Okay.
We're discussing his position. He passed his water ordinance,
During session.
Okay.
so
So is it that in advance?
it would be to probably get more money because he's gonna be a water operator,
Okay.
but we can't.
Okay. Is this gonna be a monthly?
No, it shouldn't be.